This record is in honor of George Floyd, and I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
This thing of me pressing buttons so that this very high pitched voice goes is dedicated to ending racism, guys. The way I talked there about ending racism, like the volume I made, so it was the very last video I'm ever going to make. Anyway, so I kept on seeing this guy getting wrecked, man. I'm talking about him going on BBC News and him winning the London mayoral election and stuff like that. I know that it started 3 months ago and ended 1 month ago, but I just constantly did not want to watch this guy. But he seemed annoying as all hell. Because for one, he's a YouTuber who, from what I can tell, did prank videos before this. Please prank. Prank. Like, he seems like he wants to be the next Mr. Beast. And then suddenly he's on the news trying to become mayor and we won and all that. You're a YouTuber? No. And also his tiny ass sunglasses as well really ticked me off. So I'm just going to watch all his videos and react to them. Obviously face cam on. This is a pillow. I just put this here. I think it's good. Pillow. Oh no. Oh, it's fine. Right.
Yeah, that's me right there on BBC News wearing children's glasses, and this is the story of how I somehow managed to finesse myself into this position using, well, dick jokes. But to make sure you guys fully understand, I'm going to start from...
I forgot to mention. What did I forget? Oh, hopefully none of this is copyrighted.
Very beginning. Niko Defence League is NDL, a movie...
Right, so you wanted to sort of make a parody of the English Defence League, because obviously you see it as this racist movement that wants to destroy all Muslims. I don't know if you're Muslim or just dumb or whatever, but that's not what the EDL stands for. Well, that's not what the English Defence League former leader, Tommy Robinson, stands for. Tommy Robinson is not a racist whatsoever, but everyone just portrays him as one. Well, I don't need to have the fan off, so let me just turn it on.
It's so powerful, it dominates the comments of every live stream on YouTube. But how can we take it?
You have 3.87 million subscribers. Like, you're not bloody Cordes Dia.
The next level. Well, what's NDL backwards? It's LDN. It's London.
Oh my god, it's that Lily Allen song. You know Lily Allen? That girl that sang about how London is crap.
So NDL times the London Mayor campaign is written in the stars. See, this has been in the works for ages. Originally, the London Mayor election was set to take place in April 2020. In 2019, I first teased the fact that I was going to run for London Mayor in the background of a random YouTube video. In my merch in 2019, I put NDL 2020 as a nod to the election to come, and you guys have just been walking around promoting my campaign without even realizing. I also teased the slogan for the whole campaign when I pranked the Sidemen, and that slogan was "Coming in hot." That's our new slogan, because we very much are coming in hot. London isn't ready. My content was all leading up to the 2020 mayor election until March 13th, 2020, when the election was postponed until 2021 because of the pandemic. But 362 days later, on March 10th, 2021, we were back in business. See, to run for London Mayor, you need 2 signatures from every London borough. So I asked for help from the NDL on my Instagram, and luckily, you guys assisted me. I then had to hand in the...
So guys, this is a wee prank. Can we actually, like, get me elected as mayor? I have no qualifications whatsoever. I know I have 0 chance to get in, but let's just say he did get in. What then? What's he gonna do? Like, London is a crap place already. But I'm telling you, this guy, he's gonna do worse than Sadiq Khan. Because at least Sadiq Khan somewhat knows what he's doing. He actually has political experience. You're just a guy who is on YouTube that no one really knew about until now, right? I don't know how many subscribers you had prior to this. Like, I didn't hear about you until this crap. But you're just a guy who pranked other YouTubers that no one cares about, like the Sideman. I know it's a very controversial thing to say, but literally, the Sideman just keeps on trying to make comebacks, but it just never works. I would get into that later, but I might as well get into it now so I don't forget. Like, they started off as them playing FIFA, and then they got bored of FIFA, which is, I guess it's understandable. I've only ever played like 3 matches of FIFA in my entire life. So they tried to do FIFA in real life stuff, which is just football. Like, oh my god, they turned FIFA into... They made FIFA real. And that got boring, and they decided to do stuff that has nothing to do with what the Sideman was supposed to be, which is a group of FIFA YouTubers playing FIFA. Like, and now I don't even know what they did between them getting bored of football and 2017. Let me look it up. So it seems to be like challenge crap. Whisper challenge, giant football darts, silent challenge, whatever that I've seen that in the whisper challenges. I've never heard of the silent challenge, and I'm just gonna assume it means you have to stay quiet. That seems pretty easy, but since these people are YouTubers, it's gonna be like, oh, you know, the acting was crap. Anyway, challenge, answering Google questions, you know, basically just taking the wired autocomplete interview and doing their own version of it, which, yeah, I forgot they did that. Pretend to have a movie, you know, and that reminds me, KSI was off filming, I think it's called Lead in America, with him and, I think, Casper Lee. Oh, and all, he did his music career, but then in 2017, the start of 2017, he gave up and came back and did this song. I think it's called Monster or Beast or something like that. And then in the summer of 2017, he was making diss tracks on all the Sidemen, like diss track wars, like, I hate my brother hates this guy hates this guy hates me, just going, you know, it was so confusing. And now they're just doing a bunch of stuff that is nothing to do with football. And now they have Sidemen Shorts, which I don't even know if that is a channel that they have, or it's just a fan of the Sidemen that takes clips from Sidemen and just turns them in the shorts. And then they also have Sidemen Reacts for some reason. But I'm getting way off track.
Signatures along with a £10,000 deposit to the City Hall, which I'll only get back if I get 5% of the votes. But with this done, I was officially running for London Mayor. All that was left to do was announce it to the public. I'm Niko Milana.
I'm Niko Milana. Who? I'm Niko Milana. Who? I'm that guy on YouTube that pranks people. Oh, you mean... what's the guy's name? Ethan Bradbury. No, I'm Niko Milana. Who? Ah, forget it. Also, no one is going to take you seriously with those sunglasses. I know that the whole point is to be a prank and all. Despite the fact you shouldn't really be pulling pranks in politics. But whatever.
Founding father and supreme leader of the Niko Defence League, and I'm running for Mayor of London.
But what does the Niko Defence League stand for? What is the Niko Defence League's beliefs? Are they left wing, or the right wing, or the authoritarian, or the libertarian, etc.?
As you can see,
Is your manifesto just we do a little trolling? This isn't a little, this is major.
taking this extremely seriously. Everything up until this moment has been a warm-up, a light jog, a walk in the park, but now we're about to take over the nation's biggest city. There is no greater leader in this country than me.
Did you know that there's a word for that? It's called the capital of the country, right? Our capital is Belfast. The capital of Scotland is either Edinburgh or there's another one that is possibly their capital. Capital of Wales is, I think, Cardiff. And the capital of England is London. That's weird, my face cam disappeared for a bit there. I'm just gonna rewind the video for 5 seconds, but before I play it again, just me, I just want to say that, right, I've looked at, the first thing I did was look at the guy's channel description, and based off that and what I've seen in this video so far, this guy is really cocky. I don't mind cocky people. Like a lot of cocky characters on TV, but this guy isn't just cocky, he's an absolute ass. Anyway. Actually, let me just show you what the description is for the guy's channel. What's the site, man? Whoops. Oh, and he has his own NDL channel. Niko Defence League, finding follower the greatest movement of all time. I'll try and make YouTube videos. If you like what you see, subscribe and join the NDL.
City. There is no greater leader in this country than me. So please.
There are people that are way more suited than you. Because even if they end up, you know, it's inevitable that they're going to end up being crap. But the thing is that these people actually have experience, right? Your wee movement was, its name was taken from the English Defence League, founded by Tommy Robinson. Tommy is more qualified than you are. Because Tommy is a journalist, you're a YouTube prankster. Because you have taken it more seriously than any other YouTube prankster out there, in whether it be in the US or the UK and every other country. Not that they matter. Yeah, it's way too far back.
My friends, vote Niko for Mayor of London on May 6th, or your breath stinks. Alright, make sure you're ready.
Give me a second. Vote for me, or else your breath stinks. Yeah, really? What if I were to not vote for you and then immediately do this? I would also use my floss, but we're currently out. Ugh. So let me just stack some books, and then hopefully I'll get closer. That seems good. But something I want to say is that I've been watching bits from Veep and Whiplash over and over again to A, pick up insults, and B, inspire me to create new insults. Like there's one that I stole off Whiplash, like I think yesterday, and I wish I could swear, but I can't, so I'm just gonna censor it. Sorry I'm late, sir, I have this medical condition. And I have a medical condition? What are you, Sanjay Gupta? Play the goddamn music. Stole that yesterday. It's a pretty good one. I know it's about to hit 15 minutes, but it's gonna be a YouTube video, so.
To vote as well, please. You don't want to miss out on this one. Peace out, pussies. Enough.
This entire video was very quiet. Raise it up.
This social media went wild. Everyone was talking about it, and the people were supporting me. It was being covered by YouTubers. Are you voting for
Circa, because you know Circa. Because Circa is either friends with the Sideman or is a member of the Sideman, and you prank the Sideman. People are most likely going to vote for their friends. People who are friends with Donald Trump are most likely going to vote Donald Trump. People who are friends with Hillary Clinton are most likely going to vote Hillary Clinton. I know that was 2016, but you get the point. I'm going to stack another book, probably another one on top of that as well. Anyway, also another thing. Politics in England, I know this is just London, but politics in the UK has been crap. Right? David Cameron was crap. And once he left, we were all excited because we thought there's no way someone could be worse than him. So then comes Theresa May, and she was alright for the start. And then she turned crap. And once she was gone, it's like, okay, there's no way we can have someone worse than her. Then Boris Johnson comes in. He's alright at the start. Then the pandemic hits. Once again, no one could be worse than him. I know that he's running for Mayor of London and it was for your Prime Ministers, but you get the point. One CD Khan, crap mayor. Like he decided to stop and searches because he thought it was racist. Because mostly black people were doing it, because despite making 13% of the population, black people commit 50% of crime. And then because of stop and searches, the murder rate went up, because if you were carrying a weapon, you'd have no fear, because the police cannot stop and search you. And then he was like, oh crap, we better bring it back in. So you have all those articles going, where's the cops? We shut down the cops and now the crime has gone up. How did this happen? So the only reason why people support you, there are two reasons people support you. One, you're friends with them, or two, people hate Sadiq Khan. So you aren't popular because you're good, especially since you haven't announced what you will do for London. So you're only good because the mayor is crap. People support you by default, right?
Who isn't? The thing is, though, he actually has a good chance of getting elected.
Many mentor, once again, either in the Sidemen are connected to them. I don't know who that is, I'm guessing it's Rhoda Shaw. He's in the Sidemen.
Oh, Niko for mayor? Niko has to be the mayor of London, that would be awesome.
Niko is going to be the mayor.
Keemstar, he's just an idiot, and he's American. He doesn't really understand anything about British politics. Like, you ask an American about British politics, all they're really going to know is Brexit. Possibly. And if you ask a British person about American politics, they're going to know all about it. They're going to know all about 2016 election, 2020 election, etc. Also, KSI, Sideman. Why does he have a Reddit logo next to his face cam? That's dumb. Or you're not even doing a Reddit video. Like, I know you do Reddit reaction videos, but this isn't one of them.
To full-blown organizations, everything was positive. until the BBC News broadcast.
Well, nominations have now closed, and we can tell you that there's a record number of candidates standing, no less than 20. It's quite a starting lineup. Niko or Milana.
They said my name wrong. I can't believe it. It's Niko, not Niko. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I thought they were professional. Every single person on this list had
You thought the BBC were professional? Ha!
their names pronounced right except for me, which makes me question, why am I different to anyone else? And then I figured it out. I'm the youngest person on this list, which means the BBC don't take young people serious, and to make matters
Of course they don't. Like, why is this news to you? Also, they didn't pronounce your name wrong because they hate young people. They do hate young people, but that's not the reason why they pronounced your name wrong. They pronounced your name wrong because they just didn't bother doing the research on how to pronounce your name. The other people, I'm not going to rewind it. If their names show up again, I'll try and pronounce them.
they only seem to be interviewing the big party.
Sean Bailey, easy to pronounce. Sadiq Khan. We already know who Sadiq Khan is, so we know how to pronounce his name.
Which means they don't want to give the little guy a voice. So BBC, it seems like you've messed with the wrong young little guy. Because I'm going to make you pay.
Oh, you're a fan of Black Mirror? Wow, you're so trendy and cool. Also, you've messed with the wrong young guy. You sound like a midget going, "Fight me, I'm lucky out." That made no sense. If you're going to talk about like a dystopian Britain or anything, that would have made sense, because that's what Black Mirror is about. But unless you're planning on screwing a pig, this has nothing to do with Black Mirror.
So why am I running for London Mayor? Well, young people aren't taken seriously
Because we do a little trolling, guys. Isn't that so funny?
in politics, because the government don't give us a voice. But we have a voice, my friends. So I'm trying to see what happens.
The government doesn't give anyone a voice. Stop trying to make it a thing about age.
We make as much noise as possible together. And we're starting with the BBC. On arrival, the police tried to stop.
Because that certainly worked for the BLM movement. Racism ended after all these young people were like, "Guys, please, no racism." I think I swallowed a bit of toothpaste. Interview me from one BBC to another. Because that'll definitely get you interviewed. People are definitely going to take it seriously from there. Talking about your penis like that.
Yes, but they were too weak as we had a message so strong which we needed to put out to Twitter. This tweet was going to apply pressure to the BBC. Hello, BBC. I'm Niko Milana, and I'm still here outside your offices, and I'm not leaving until I get an interview. See, I've actually taken all precautions necessary.
Because that definitely worked for Jonathan Pye. Look how many videos he made in front of the BBC headquarters, and they did nothing. Yeah, the BBC free uploaded a couple clips from one of his tours, but the BBC never actually offered him anything whatsoever. Like, Good Morning Britain did more for him than the BBC ever did. Maybe it's because... Well, actually, no. Because you got your interview on BBC, despite the fact that you just talk crap about the BBC. Jonathan talked crap about the BBC, and BBC hate him. Despite the fact that the BBC agrees with him politically, the BBC are more far in their opinions than him. Jonathan is left-wing, but the only left-wing opinions he has is that we should remain in the European Union, and Hillary Clinton / Joe Biden should have become president. Any other opinion I've heard him say was right-wing, such as Marcus should have never gone arrested for telling a joke.
to come into any single one of your studios because I am outraged. Not only are you giving my competition airtime, but also you pronounce my name wrong, which is something I cannot forgive. It's time to give young people a voice, BBC. From one BBC to another, make the right choice and interview me. Niko Malana, your future London mayor. The tweet immediately took off. People were tweeting the BBC, trying to get their attention. It was great. But on ground levels, things weren't going so well.
From one BBC to
So I am my own BBC. I'm just trying to get an interview with the BBC.
Well, if you want an interview, the only way you can get one of those is by the website. No members of the public or any visitors are allowed into the building at the moment because there's special provisions.
Is that an Irish person? I just realised I have limited time because storage.
No members of the public or any visitors are allowed into the building at the moment because there's special provisions in place.
This security guard was trying to tell me that what I wanted to do was impossible, so I decided to ignore her and prove her wrong. Surely someone from the BBC was going to see this inspirational sign and come out to speak to me. Just from one BBC to another, help a brother out, man. Excuse me, sir. Can you help out? BBC, excuse me. Are you part of the BBC? Excuse me, my friend.
You sound like Seth Rogen. Seth. You goose? You goose? You BBC? You BBC?
What are you doing? I'm trying to get an interview. You have to go through a proper procedure. This is a proper procedure. I'm outside BBC. They all thought that their BBC was big.
I'm protesting because I'm a prankster, but I want to be taken seriously at the same time. Jesus Christ, your maturity level is just... It is unbelievable how immature you are. Also, by the way, let me just check how much time I have left, because when I paused the video it said I was able to get 22 minutes. I'm hoping that number goes down now, because that tells me how much I have left, so I can have like 40 something minutes. That's the annoying thing. Both times it has taken me out of the video. I hate it when YouTube does that. It's gone down by minutes by the fact that I've been recording for more than a minute since that pause. So what I hope that means is that Bobby's end doesn't take up as much space as a regular video would.
I'm my own BBC. Out, BBC. What are you doing? They just ignored me like I was invisible. It wasn't right. I think I'll be here every day. I think I'll be here for a long time. Oh my gosh, we're never going to get this interview. My hands started shaking in pain. I couldn't carry the board any longer, and I needed to do something about it. Can you hold this board for me for just literally 5 minutes? Let's go, boys. There's more of us now, BBC. Let's go.
What do you think, like, in the future, you can do something for the...
Yeah, no, I can. I see you're taking what I'm saying serious. I can see I'm inspiring you a little bit. I can see that little twinkle in your eye. But my friends, please like the video. 1 like is 1 vote for me. Let's see how many votes we can get.
No, it's not. Like, why are you... Do you not realize how much you're screwing the country up, right? You should not go this far for a prank. Like, imagine if Biden made a wee speech, turn around going, by the way, the past 7 months, me in office, just a prank. I'm out. And then comes Kamala. Or even then, Kamala, gone. What do you think's going to happen? That's right. Country, gone. Because all the people that America are enemies with are just going to go to war with them. And because they have no leader, they have no plan, no strategy, nothing.
You also get 10 years of good luck, so like the video now and subscribe. Thank you. I was starting to make a connection to the people, and with that I started to believe that maybe I could get someone's attention from the BBC. Maybe all of this wouldn't be for nothing. I'm trying to speak to the people at BBC to try and get an interview. Can you make that happen? No. Okay, all of this was for nothing. I literally stood outside a building all day for no reason. We have been here for hours, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it. No one seems to be coming out of the building now either, so I just feel like I'm wasting my time. It was time for me to leave and plan bigger. I'll be back, BBC. This isn't over. Despite not much happening for me outside the building, on social media, things were getting somewhere. The tweet got the BBC's attention, and members of the BBC actually started tweeting me, but nobody was offering me an interview at the BBC offices, so we needed...
Now, hold on. Look at that tweet at the top left. You didn't reply to your emails, so they did offer you an interview. You just didn't bother checking your emails. Maybe the other stuff. Hi Niko, and Sean, I set up an interview about Marvel, will actually send some contact details to you if you want to take part in BBC's coverage. We're all looking for them. So no, they didn't not offer you an interview. You just didn't check your emails.
To go bigger. Day 2, we're back outside the BBC because we need an interview. We've upgraded.
Right, it's obvious that you read what they said about checking your emails, and you still haven't checked your emails.
This is a big upgrade. Niko for mayor, right outside the BBC. Ladies and gentlemen, we got an electronic billboard van.
Yeah, but unless that's double-sided, they're not going to see it.
And with my face on it, look at my huge biceps. If we don't get an interview after this, then I quit. It's not worth the stress. But we did manage to get the security's attention, so the van had to leave. But it carried on driving as it had the important mission of spreading our message across London. Every big site in the city needed to see my campaign. From the London Eye to Big Ben to the Royal Albert Hall, which we're actually banned from. And every other landmark there is. At the back of the BBC, I then spoke to this security guard who told me that in all his years working at the BBC, he's never seen them interview anyone who's been waiting outside. So how long have you been working here for? About 9 years. 9 years and you...
Especially when you're wearing a shirt. I'm pretty sure you're wearing a tie, blazer, and tracksuit bottoms. I mean, it is pretty inevitable that people running the country will ditch suits and go for full tracksuits. But still, let's at least postpone that by a couple decades.
You've never seen them come out for them?
Yeah, they don't, I don't know, they just don't do it. Sometimes these groups, there's about 300 people in there.
Well, I will be the first person they come out for in 9 years. What we stand for is so strong. Yeah.
The BBC will not bend the knee.
That I think we'll get the interview.
Sounds good.
You see, my friend?
Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space. First time in 9 years.
Yeah.
You might be thinking that this confirms I'm a shambolic fool with a creased shirt who was just wasting his time outside the BBC. And you're probably right, but I was still determined to prove everyone wrong. I was gonna get that interview.
The ear rape on that bot is just really bad. Once this video is over, actually I'll do it right now so I don't forget. I just have to go back and forth between the videos. I know that your ear rape wasn't as nearly as much as this, but you get the point.
Intake and clogging his fucking arteries. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Because I am finished with this fucking video. So don't forget to comment.
Probably right, but I was still determined to prove everyone wrong. I was gonna get that interview if it's the last thing I did, so I paced back and forth in hopes that someone would give me an offer I couldn't refuse, but instead, the offer they gave me was far from appetizing. Unfortunately, so far, all we've been offered is a Zoom interview, and we've been stood outside the BBC for this long, so obviously, we're not...
It's the middle of the pandemic. You want them to just break their sort of... You want them to be the only person... Let me rephrase this. You feel so special that you feel like you should be the only person in the midst of the pandemic to be interviewed IRL by the BBC. You're the last person that deserves that.
To settle for that, so the best way to ask is by just telling them we're just out here. So I then messaged Sam from the BBC and gave him my demands. Hello, Samuel from the BBC. Thank you for your offer of a Zoom interview, and a Zoom interview
You don't need to say from BBC, because this video was DM'd. It was not posted publicly, other than through this video. So, the only person you're talking to is him. The only person that would hear this one for this video is him. Just call him Sam. You don't need to call him Sam, just say, hi, and then get to the point.
Be alright, but I want to tell you my policies in person. I want to see the spark in your eyes when I say it to you. So it needs to be in person. And with those inspiring words being said...
Why?
I got a phone call. Hello, Sam from BBC.
Sweet, you didn't get a phone call. You phoned them. That's different.
If we can get a crew here and I get an interview in person, then I'll call off the siege.
Here, literally 50 feet away from the front entrance.
Okay, I can confirm we can do an in-person interview. I just need to get a crew sorted so we can do it properly.
Thank you. We've done it. We've done it! Told you I could make it happen. We've done it, BBC. Thank you. I've got an interview. Yeah, it's happened. They just called me up right now. Thank you, security, for doing such an amazing...
No, they did not call you up. You called them up. That's different. Also, you're just harassing the BBC at this point.
job and not arresting me. I am over the moon, ladies and gentlemen. We have...
Security wouldn't arrest you. For one, you're not actually standing within their private property. You're standing right outside the point that it becomes their property. Right? Like, imagine the BBC were just a regular person's house. You're standing right outside their gate. You're not in their garden. You're behind the wall of the garden.
Actually managed to get our own interview, not some natural little Zoom interview, an in-person interview with the BBC, and I am over the...
Yeah, I didn't just get a Zoom interview. That's for boring politicians. Despite the fact I classify myself as a politician, I want to divide myself between every other politician to ever exist. Because I'm not a politician. I'm a prankster. And I just single-handedly screwed the entirety of London. And possibly the UK.
I'm loving life. I then finally left the BBC as I had an interview to prepare for.
Where are you going? Like, literally, the crew's probably 10 seconds away. All the guy needs to do is go, right, I need a camera guy, a mic guy. That's probably all he needs. And if he needs anyone else, he'll get them. Down the elevator. Out the building. And that's it. But instead, you're going off somewhere. And they're going to be phoning you up going, where are you? I thought we're supposed to be in this interview. Or maybe that was your intention. You go, pranked you.
An unironed shirt, a suit jacket, Nike Tech fleece tracksuit bottoms, and, most importantly, the children's glasses. All the ingredients for the most serious...
Notice the fact that those glasses are green. And like I said in my Rachel Seckler video, I know I'm just talking about a coat for that, but the green glasses remind me of that green coat. You absolute domestic terrorist.
Serious interview of the century for the most serious man. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. Ready, yeah? I'm Niko Milana, independent, supreme leader of the Niko Defence League, and your future London mayor.
What's the biggest threat facing Londoners today?
The biggest threat to London is our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. If a man who can't even comb his hair properly is running our nation, then we truly have no hope. But a London under me will...
The fact he can't comb his hair has nothing to do with his leadership skills. I'm good at math. My hair is crap, but I'm good at math. According to your logic, I'm bad at maths because my hair's bad. Well, might as well just go to the job centre. Because I'm screwed. Because I have bad hair. Therefore, I'm going to get all 0% on all my exams.
Have equal opportunity. If a young BBC like myself can make it to the actual BBC...
In fact, I'm going to push it. And I'm going to push it to the point of I'm actually going to get in trouble for saying this, especially since there's a bald person that can hear me talking right now. By your logic, all bald people should just kill themselves because they have absolutely zero chance of success, because apparently your hair has everything to do with the skills you have.
then that's what I want for all the young BBCs out there, to have their voices be heard.
How should London be policed?
Well, I actually plan to employ more policemen and put them straight into the Houses of Parliament, as that's where all the real criminals are. They need to be watched.
What would TfL look like under you as mayor?
That's actually something I agree with. You know, MPs are criminals.
Transport prices under me will be completely slashed. I mean, I took the train down here and I've gone bankrupt, it was that expensive. So those prices are going right down. And also stop blocking all the roads, you schmucks.
But how are they going to go down? Like, you need to compromise somehow. You can't just end taxes. I know it's different, but to end taxes, you need to get the money through other means. You're not a rich person. Where are you going to get the money?
You help London recover from the pandemic?
I would do a lot.
That's not an answer. What would you do?
Can you give us in 25 seconds what your pitch is to be mayor of London?
Should I be London mayor? What a stupid question. Of course I should. The system is broken for young people and I am the only man who can fix it.
How is the system broken for young people? Also, if anything, the system is broken for old people. As I said, we have this sort of culture where people are actually scared of becoming 25 because if something as low as that is too old. And it's actually going to get to the point where people actually contemplate, and eventually, now obviously it's decades or even centuries away, but people who hit even 15 are going to kill themselves because that's too old for them. I'm 16, by the way.
We aren't taken serious and it makes me sick. I have more knowledge, strength and integrity than any other candidate and more social media followers than all of them.
Boasting isn't going to get you in. Also, provide evidence.
Combined, the joke men. The people who run this country are unserious, and that's coming from someone wearing children's glasses. But I am taking action now. I have a message to our Prime Minister on behalf of every young person in our nation. Boris Johnson, shush.
I don't like Boris Johnson, but I like you even less. You, shush.
Thank you, BBC. Appreciate it. My friends, we got the interview. I'm over the moon. We just told the Prime Minister to shush.
It's not as if everyone does that every single day on Twitter. You know, every single day we have hashtag Johnson must go trending, and people going, oh, maybe this time we'll get him kicked out if we tell him to F off for the 1000th time this week. No. My P7 teacher does it every day, and she has more of a chance of getting Boris Johnson kicked out than you do.
I'll do anything for the nation. And that is how you finesse a national TV station into interviewing you. But with that being said, our first point on our manifesto is telling Boris Johnson to shush. If you want to vote for me and haven't registered to vote yet...
I don't know how I'm going to air-rape this without anyone hearing. The closest thing I can think of is to first turn off the camera and go, guys, I want to be taken seriously, but I also want to be taken as a joke. I'm a prankster, but I'm also a very serious politician at the same time. Pick one.